So in the last video we discussed about the patterns of biodiversity. So in this video we are going to discuss about the species diversity's importance for the ecosystem. So for an ecosystem, how species diversity is very important. Before entering into the topic, there are certain questions that if a particular species is absent, will it completely affect the entire ecosystem or will it cause any changes in the ecosystem? But still the ecologists are finding it very difficult to give out a very clear cut answer for this question. But for many decades ecologists have been believed that the communities which are with more species, they are more stable, whereas the communities which are less stable or which they are considering communities which are with less stable when there are less species. So when the communities is with less species, then they compare that is a less stable one. But actually we have to think that what is stability for a biological community. So if we need a particular stable community, then what is its stability? So here a stable community is nothing but it should not show any variation in their productivity when compared from one year to another next year. So when we compare 2 years of a particular area, there should not be any change in its productivity. And a stable community must be either resistant or linked to the occasional disturbances and invasions by aliens. When an artificial invasion by aliens is nothing but when an unknown species is introduced into a particular area, it should not be affected, and thus community should show resistance to that. Occasional disturbances is like natural, like flood, drought, or earthquake. Such cases, man-made disasters like what all are we cause, so which are caused by human beings. So a stable community must show variation in its productivity. At the same time, it should also show resistant and resilient towards the occasional disturbances and the invasion of aliens. But we don't know how these attributes or these things are linked to the stability of the richness in a community. But here David Tilsman, he has undergone an experiment that is a long-term experiment. He has undergone this experiment using the outdoor plots. So here David Tillmans is undergoing a long-term ecosystem experiment using outdoor plots. So here this experiment done by David Tillmans is providing some tentative answers. So here David Tilsman found that the plots which survived with more species showed less year-to-year variation. When we compared 2 years, it showed very less variation in the total biomass, and it also showed when the diversity is increasing, it also further contributes to the higher productivity. So David Tillman has found that when more species are there the plot which is with more species showed less year-to-year variations, and when the diversity increase or when the increased diversity shows higher productivity. And when we discuss about here the biodiversity, so here we always know that rich biodiversity is always necessary for the ecosystem's health and for a human race to survive in this planet. If a particular human race has to survive in this planet, we need biodiversity to be in a rich manner. So for us it is very difficult to understand how a species richness is completely contributing to an ecosystem. We may think that if a particular species is not going to survive, or when a few species become extinct, then what will happen, or is it really a matter for us or for the ecosystem to get affected? So for an example, if we think that if a tree frog species of the Western Ghats ecosystem is lost forever, then what will be the effect of it? Or if instead of 20,000 species of ants on earth, if only we have 15,000 species of ant on earth, then what is going to be happening? So, but there we always know that there is no direct answer for such naive questions. So, but we can develop a proper understanding through a particular analogy which was given out by Paul and Ehrlich. So, he has given out that by a revert popper hypothesis. So, here by this he has given out that he has taken he is comparing an aeroplane as an ecosystem and revert as the species or which are living here. So here he is using the analogy, the revert popper hypothesis. He is a Stanford ecologist. So Paul Ehrlich is nothing but he is an Stanford ecologist. So here what is his comparison or what is his perspective through this analogy he is giving out. He is telling that when the passengers who are traveling in the aeroplane, so aeroplane is getting or is taking is on the process of takeoff, and all the passengers who are traveling in the passengers those who are traveling in the aeroplane are starting to remove the revert of the aeroplane and they wanted to take it to home one by one. But this when we compare this aeroplane to the ecosystem and this revert to the species, it explains that the aeroplane is not showing any change, that is the ecosystem is not showing any change initially, and this species that is that reverts, when the reverts are removed one by one, it shows the extinction of species one by one. So but this removal of revert from the aeroplane does not affect the airplane initially, but when all the reverts are removed and when it comes finally to the wings, then it would become an extreme danger for the flight to fly, because the complete safety will be affected when comparing when we remove the reverts from the seats or the windows inside the plane. It becomes very danger when we remove the reverts of the wings. So that is what he is explaining with the ecosystem and the species which are living in it. He is telling that when the species becoming extinct one by one, it may not affect the ecosystem initially, but when a lot of number of species or when a key species which is or drive the major ecosystem of the particular area or a very important species gets affected, or when the particular species becomes extinct, then it would be a serious threat for the ecosystem to survive. Then it will be a very big difficulty in maintaining a rich biodiversity in a particular ecosystem, which may affect when. So he also tells in such a way that the removal of species or the extinction of the species one by one may cause or may affect or gives a threat to the ecosystem. Thank you.